I'm Steve, and this is Abandoned, and at the moment I'm right underneath Manchester Piccadilly. And today, well, I'm in Manchester for a start, and I'm going to have a look at the history that you can see of Manchester Piccadilly. Now, this station wears its history quite proudly on its face. There's lots of like covered up arches and bricked in doorways and all that. We're going to have a look at some of the things that we can see on the outside of the station. When the Manchester Birmingham Railway was being built to Piccadilly, they built a station on Travis Street, a temporary station in 1845 that was then superseded by the London Road station, later named Piccadilly. Now, Travis Road is not far away, it's just over there. So we're going to have a look to see if we can see where this old station was. It had been very redeveloped here since 1845. But a lot of this brickwork, you can see, what this ironwork, this is all original. This hasn't been touched. So I'm hoping that if Travis Street had like an entrance or an archway that you went to, because it's all on a bridge this, so I'm guessing Travis Street was on a bridge and you had to go down through the bridge to get to an arch. I'm hoping if we can see an archway in a wall that looks really old, that might be the first station at Manchester Piccadilly. So walking up Sheffield Street, you can clearly see you've got some fabulous old infrastructure and architecture here. This is still all in use now. That's a car park up there where it says Hertz, and that's another car park that's rusty. But all this is now still in use above. That's either track, platforms or parking. But here we have an example already of a bricked in doorway. We've got an old staircase actually that I don't think anyone can use now. That's been shut off. So we've got an old staircase up to the top with fabulous looking ironwork as well. That looks really nice. And through here, you can see that's the thing. There we go. Look, we've got a bricked up doorway there. That looks really quite old, actually. That's almost a perfect semicircular arch with a nice white lining. Now, white lining like that was the hallmark of the London North Western Railway, so it's highly likely that arch has been painted like that since the LNWR days, which dates it to before 1923 was when that was grouped into the LMS. So that could be a very old arch. And over here we have another one going underneath the station even further. That's got another fence on it. No idea where that one goes. Lovely, nice and old as well. Not painted, but another old archway. So this is the point where the trams vanish under Piccadilly station. There's a tram coming now as I record this, and if you just zoom out a bit, I don't know if it adjusts to the dark or the light right, you can just about see in there's an old archway, and if you zoom out a bit more, there's another old archway there. Now, old bridges that go across it, I don't know. The tram that's coming is about to get rid of the feature I want to show you now, but before we get the tram in, there's another old archway with a gate heading off in a completely different direction. So apart from the tram interlude we just had there, we're still walking around Piccadilly. We've got this here. Now this is interesting. I've seen this before because I used to park here quite a lot. This says British Rail Sheffield Street. Now I don't know if Sheffield Street was like a goods station or another passenger station I've not heard of, but yeah, that's a neat little survivor. British Rail Sheffield Street. I like that quite a lot. Now we come into the doom and gloom and noise of Travis Street. Now, Travis Street's now been almost entirely submerged under this humongous bridge-like tunnel structure. But somewhere down here was the first Piccadilly or London Road station. Now, I said I'm going to look out for archways. Now, I don't think this is 1840s. Excuse me. I don't think this is 1840s vintage. Excuse me. I'm trying to record a video. I don't think this arch is 1840s vintage, but it's definitely something I'm looking for, similar to that, where you get to go up to platform level. So let's have a look at... Oh, hello, what's this? Ooh, that looks old. That looks very old. That could be it. That could be the entrance to Travis Street. Old station. That looks like it's been bricked up a long time ago as well. Oh, there's another one on this side. Could this be the entrance to Travis Street? Could this be the 1845 station? It's been bricked up for a fair while. These look old, very old. Okay, well, another thing I've noticed is that you can see the different ages of the station represented by the bridges overhead. So you start out on that end and you've got this sort of iron girder bridge, which 1900s, sort of, I reckon. Then you've got this big archway here. Now that could be more the 1800s, 1890s, that sort of era, because it's all, what's it called? Skewed. The brickwork is all skewed. And if you come a bit further down this way, you get a very different kind of bridge. This one here seems to have very nice edging to it. Now, why would you edge a bridge like this? Why would you give this bridge a real nice edging like that? Now, unless it's going to get seen. So I imagine that this is the evidence of the original 1840s bridge that came through here. So probably actually not unreasonable to think that Travis Street, the station, was on top of this bridge and you went through it to the station via those. Because if you look at the wall is the same. And this bridge has been built into the wall, so it's the same wall. Is it? There's like a gap in the wall there, I don't know. But it looks like it's part of the same thing, and architecturally could be part of the same structure. But this is definitely the first bridge, because why else, would you not zoom out, why else would the bridge be nicely decorated like that, unless you're going to see it? Because you're not going to see that, are you? And this, I guess I could look at an old photograph of what it used to look like, because this looks 1960s-ish. So I'm guessing this is the new platforms when Mayfield closed. But yeah, that's the old bridge under Piccadilly. I mentioned then, after Mayfield closed. Now, those not in the know may be asking, what is a Mayfield? This is a Mayfield. This is Manchester Mayfield Station. Another terminus station that closed in the 60s in Manchester, and it's entirely abandoned. There's platforms and everything on the top. Now, you can't go up there. I think a few people have done videos up there and they've had open days in the past. I'm by no means popular enough to be able to get up there without an invite or anything like that, so I'm probably not going to get up there anytime soon. But there's a massive abandoned station in the middle of Manchester. There's a few of them. You've also got the GMX Centre, which is the Midland Railway's abandoned station. I think that's also the largest abandoned station in the country. You'll have to correct me. But Manchester Mayfield Station, there's plenty of photographs I'm going to be putting into this video of what it used to look like at the top and how it looks like now. So there we are, there's Manchester Mayfield, an abandoned station in the middle of the city. As I said, Piccadilly is a station that wears its history on its skin, and you can see this old arch just stretches right into the darkness. You can't even see what's there, although it is behind the gate, which is a bit of a shame. But if you come around here, you get a bit more of a glimpse of the old station. There's a small side road here with an old wooden gate. And this gate has a very small hole in it, just the right size to stick a phone camera through. So if you can see in there, if I zoom in, there's another old archway, more old infrastructure and all that through there. So it's definitely not a station that's completely been destroyed by redevelopment. And the pièce de résistance, why I actually started making this video, was because I walked past this. This is the old entrance to Manchester Piccadilly Station. When it had the name, you can walk through here. There's a massive wheel, even with the flange detail, and it's right across the road from Mayfield. So that was a quick video while I'm in Manchester of what you can find at Piccadilly Station. I've also included all the footage I've taken today of trams in a whole nother video. So 1 week you're just going to get a tram montage. So I hope you enjoyed trams, because that's what you're getting from me. Anyway, I now need to go and catch a train. Not to anywhere fun, just got to go catch a train. I've got to go home at some point. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this sort of content, please feel free to subscribe. I'm aware I haven't covered anything truly abandoned today, but stations like this have such a long and complex history. And technically, we did visit Travis Street. I'm very convinced those arches are the old entrance to Travis Street. I can't wait for someone to correct me in the comments below. Anyway, until next time, bye-bye.